Well, the main thing is that these students know where their food comes from. They know their food supply. I've been involved with the Ag in the Classroom for a long time, and this definitely ties in. But the students plant the seeds, or they prep the soil, they plant the seeds, they grow the vegetables and fruits, they harvest them, and then they put them in the salad bar where the whole school gets to eat it. So I think that's the main thing. They know definitely where their food supply is coming from.
Yeah, and what crops have you grown in here that have ended up in school food?
Broccoli, cabbage, spinach, all different kinds of lettuces, carrots, cabbage. This year we have Brussels sprouts. I don't know how they're going to fly.
Okay, the lettuce came from the Speck Garden, and there's about 3 or 4 different types in this bag. The kids pick the lettuce, and they really have a good time doing it, and then they learn about all the vegetables that's in the garden. And some of the things that they pick, they wash it, and then they get to try it. But they have a lot of vegetables in there. I mean, you're talking radishes, turnips, broccoli, lettuce, spinach. She's got all different kinds of fruit too.
Yeah. And what do you do with it?
I put it in the salad and put it on the salad bar. But let me show you what it looks like mixed with everything in it. It's just the iceberg lettuce that they send along with the carrots and cabbage. But if you look at this, when you mix it in with this, it looks more green and there's more color. So that's why I like putting it together in the salad. And then I put it out on the salad bar. Oh, you should see their spinach too. They have great spinach.
We've grown potatoes, but not enough to put in the salad bar. So I boiled them and mashed them, and we just eat. We do a lot of eating when we have our garden days because it's neat for them to grow it and then actually get to eat it in the garden as well.
Yeah.
So. Basically funded through our categorical funds. So the money basically is to pay the $2,000, a little bit over, to pay for my substitute in my classroom so that I'm allowed to come out here all day as a garden teacher. So I start at 8:30. I have a class every half hour. And it's usually 10 to 15 students, so we can break that into smaller students with our docents, smaller groups, and the kids just get so much more out of it because they're smaller groups.
Yeah.
I have about 90 kids every time I have a garden day come out here.
Wow. And how many garden days you get to go?
20 a year.
Oh, wow.
So it averages about twice a month. Do it on Tuesdays.
You do it all day?
All day.
And who are your docents?
One is my principal. One is a grandmother, mom to one of our teachers, and another one is a dad who works locally, but he's one of our students' dad, and so he likes to garden, so he comes in. So I have a mix, and I also have some subs. I have a former kindergarten teacher who loves to come in and fill in, and that's neat because she knows the kids.
Yeah.
We have a worm bin, so it's vermicomposting, and we acquired it through help from the Integrated Waste Management Agency, which is based in San Luis, and so they actually brought classroom presentations. They brought worms to the classrooms, and then that's how we started our bin. And then on 4 days a week, 4th or 5th graders collect food waste from our cafeteria and feed the worms.
Wow. So they take it straight out of the cafeteria and they
chop it up.
And who is it? Is it the waste from the kids or is it waste from the food production?
It's both. So it's whatever the kids don't, like lettuce, apples, corn, they don't eat from their plates. And then if Miss Amy has excess, like on Fridays, then we just collect that as well.
Wow. And how do the kids know to separate?
Well, that's what we train them to do.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you have
part of they do it for a 2-week period, and then the first Monday we train them in what to look for and what to collect and what not to collect and things like that. We've got green buckets. They're already over there, or they're at the classroom, and they put those by the trash cans, and then they help kids coming in. Okay, we could use your corn, we could use your lettuce, but most of the kids kind of know what to put in the buckets now anyway. That was one lesson for 4th grade because 4th grade standard is recycling or composting, and so we talk about that food cycle. And once a year we take all the worms out of the bin, put them in a new bed, and then use all that nice composted soil to replenish the garden before we plant for winter.